So what we see today is a perfect technical movement. We see the SPY, QQQ bouncing off their support levels, which we did identify together here on this channel. Now they are going up as expected. That's not surprising at all to us here on this channel. So let's talk about what to expect next. What are our next major inflection points? My name is Nathan. Welcome to the Finance Hydra channel. Here we analyze the market every single day in order to design good trading strategies that could help you to trade better without stress, anxiety, only using a crystal clear strategy. Okay, so let's start our analysis. We see the SPY going up, making a phenomenal bullish candle today. Now, okay, we are going up. We are materializing the bottom signal I described to you guys yesterday because first, we are making a bullish candle above a double support level. Double support level, yes, made by the 21-day EMA, the exponential moving average on the daily chart, and this purple trend line over here, which is the support level of this ascending channel, because that's what SPY has been doing so far, right? We see a pullback to this double support level, and then we bounce. Then we see another pullback to this double support level to bounce. Another pullback, double support level, bounce, pullback, bounce, pullback, bounce, pullback again. That's what SPY has been doing. That's SPY's pattern over here. Now, we have a few resistance levels, yes we have, but we are breaking and closing above the $659, which is the high of yesterday's candle. By breaking and closing above yesterday's high, yes, we are confirming another bottom signal, just like we saw over here, just like we saw over here, over here, over here. So that's what SPY has been doing, okay? So it is doing what it does normally. Now, we have two main resistance levels to pay attention. The first one is the $662. Why, Nathan? Because on the daily chart is a little bit hard to see, but on the 1 hour chart, we see that this key point was a support level here, support level here. We lost this key point yesterday. Now, today, we bounce to retest this resistance level twice, here and here again. So this key point right now is another technical resistance level for the SPY ETF, short-term wise. In order to resume the bullish momentum, in order to make a new higher high, higher low, we gotta break this resistance level as soon as possible. Only then we will fly to our next resistance level, which is $667, the all-time high. If you ask me, yes, we are going to seek the all-time high. Why, Nathan? Because so far, there is no technical evidence suggesting a bearish reaction, a top signal, or a frustration of this bottom signal from yesterday. We are still maintaining the bullish bias. Nathan, what if you are wrong? Well, I could be wrong, okay? That's totally normal. I'm not afraid of being wrong over here, okay? That's part of the game, but for that, we always work strategically. We always know where to set our stop losses. We know what are the main inflection points that could invalidate our idea. And right now, the main inflection point on the SPY is $654. Don't you agree that if we lose this key point, we are going to automatically lose this purple trend line and this 21-day EMA for good? Imagine if we see another bearish reaction tomorrow. Tomorrow is Saturday, okay? Next week, Monday or Tuesday, we see a very ugly bearish candle closing below the 654, rejecting this bottom signal from yesterday. Don't you agree that if that happens, it is going to be horrible for the SPY ETF? In this case, then when we analyze the weekly chart, we see a possible top signal again on the weekly chart, okay? By materializing a bearish reversal, by materializing a bearish reversal on the daily chart, we could see a pullback on the weekly chart. In this case, any pullback to this 21 weekly moving average would be expected, if you ask me, in my humble opinion. Okay, so that's where I would see the SPY ETF next if we see a major frustration of this bullish case we have over here. But for now, guys, for now, yes, we are still maintaining the bullish bias. Today's candle is bullish again. We see another bounce off this support level like we had over here, over here, over here, over here, over here, now over here again. So that's totally okay. That's totally normal and plausible. Therefore, again, if you ask me, in my humble opinion, based on all these technical signals and evidence, yes, SPY is supposed to retest the all-time high again. Okay? Unless if next week we see a very ugly, amazing bearish reaction out of nowhere, losing, remember, $654. That's the key point you want to monitor very closely from here. Okay, if you are bullish on the SPY ETF, if you are bearish, if you have a more bearish bias, that's the key point. You want to see SPY losing as soon as possible, preferably by Wednesday. Okay, now we have QQQ also bouncing off this support level, very nice. We barely retested this 21-day EMA. We have yet to reach this 21-day EMA, to be honest, but we are bouncing off already. We are making another bullish candle. Today's low was higher than yesterday's low, and today's high was higher than yesterday's high. We are breaking and closing above yesterday's high at 595. So yes, we are triggering another bottom signal on the QQQ as well. On the 1 hour chart, we see a bounce over here. We are still quite close to this 21-hour EMA. So if you ask me, the situation is not that safe. Okay, there is no such thing as safe condition in the market, but we have yet the possibility of making a bearish reaction and losing our main support level, okay, which is $588. That's the key point, that if QQQ loses, we are going to technically reverse this bullish bias. We could make a lower high, lower low on the 1 hour chart, reversing the short-term bias for good. In this case, we may see a sharper pullback ahead to the $583, which is our next technical support level. Now, but Nathan, on the weekly chart, we also see the possibility of a top signal on the QQQ. And yes, however, we gotta close below 588 on the weekly chart, okay? So for that, we'll have a better answer only next Friday. Okay, next Friday we'll have more clues on how to proceed, on how QQQ is going to behave long-term wise, but medium-term wise, we are still good. Okay, we are good, all right? There is no technical evidence suggesting a bearish reaction. Today's candle is bullish. Guys, there is no bearish candle over here yet, okay? Today's candle was just very bullish, closing above yesterday's high. So, okay, it is still under control. All right, either way, guys, remember, I'll be here every single day to keep you guys updated on this channel, on SPY, QQQ, Nvidia, Tesla, AMD, etc., and many other stocks. So no worries, okay? Now, Nvidia. It is going up, but today's candle is quite enigmatic. It is a doji candle pattern. On the bright side, we are in bullish territory. We are above the 21-day EMA. We have yet to see a high higher than yesterday's high, but at least today's low was above yesterday's low. So, okay, good. Our main inflection point that I did describe to you guys yesterday in this channel was, and still is, $173.13. As long as you stay above it, okay, no correction, no sharper correction to the 165 is supposed to happen. That's okay. If we lose it, all right, 165, that's going to be our next technical target. Are we above it? Okay, the bullish bias short-term wise is still intact. However, I do understand that medium-term wise, we are inside a congestion, okay? Look, this is a rectangle chart pattern, okay? We are still in a congestion. We have yet to break the all-time high, but we have the 165 as a major support level over here, which was a previous gap support level right here from July 15. Okay, we found a support level here, and then we stabilized just to collapse to this key point again. All right, now, are we going to retest the 165 again? We don't know. We can't possibly tell. But if we lose the 173, yes, we will have more technical evidence suggesting that we may correct to this level again. Then the odds will favor the bears. If we lose 173.13. Remember this key point, all right? It is going to be very important next week. Meanwhile, we have the all-time high around 184. This key point is our major resistance level. Nathan, what if we break the 184? $200. That's going to be our next technical target, period. For now, we are inside a congestion, we are above our inflection point, but we are below our major resistance level. So, okay, it is hard to tell that if NVIDIA is an amazing buying opportunity right now, but we can't say that it is a sell either, because we are still above our support levels. So right now, if you ask me, NVIDIA is a phenomenal stock to hold. Okay, I hold NVIDIA since October 2020, almost 5 years now. But for swing trading purposes, if you want to trade NVIDIA, I see better opportunities right now in the market. Okay, I see way better opportunities. Now, we have Tesla. Tesla is having a very rough time below this major resistance level. And guys, let me be totally honest with you. I could not watch the market this afternoon, so I have no idea of how our stocks closed. Okay, I have no idea. I am studying the market right now with you in real time. Okay, so this is brand new information. This is brand new information to me. Now, Tesla, guys, this is incredible. Okay, on this day, Tesla made a very ugly bearish candle, collapsing 2%. In the following day, we saw an amazing phenomenal recovery, going up roughly 4%. In the following day, we did a massive collapse, going down 4%. Now today, we see another miraculous bullish reaction, going up 4%. So, what do you think is going on right now here? The answer is sideways congestion. Okay, we are still pretty much like Nvidia, which is sideways on the daily chart. We see Tesla moving sideways on the 1-hour chart. So, guys, in the absence of a crystal clear, obvious breakout, either upwards or downwards, we can't say that Tesla is showing something new to us. Okay, as long as we stay below $440 up here, okay, this resistance level, Tesla is not going to turn really bullish. However, as long as we stay above the $423, Tesla is not going to trigger a top signal. So right now, we are in a decisive moment, okay? Now, if you ask me, Nathan, which you prefer to see Tesla doing next? I prefer to see pullback. I prefer to see Tesla losing the $423. Why, Nathan? Are you bearish in Tesla? No, not at all. Tesla is insanely bullish. But you gotta understand the difference between a pullback and a reversal. When I say stuff like this in this channel, I often see people saying, Nathan is bearish. No. If I prefer to see pullback while a stock is clearly bullish, okay, because Tesla is bullish, all right, it is making higher highs, higher lows. Any pullback would be another buying opportunity. near a clear support level, maybe to close this gap over here, $396 near the 21-day EMA, and then any bottom signal in this area could be another buying opportunity. Pullbacks, while we are bullish, are buying opportunities. So pay attention to this, okay? It is not that I am bearish, because I am nothing right now. I am totally nothing in Tesla. I'm just watching it, analyzing it, and then I would only trade when I see a crystal clear signal offering to me a very attractive risk-reward relationship. So you gotta understand that. That's how professionals do. We don't have to trade every single stock every single time. There is a time to go long, there's a time to go short, and there's a time to go fishing. Us, Jesse Livermore, one of the greatest traders that ever lived, once said, okay? So right now, yes, Tesla is sideways. There is nothing to do except to wait for a clear breakout, and in my humble opinion, I prefer to see a downwards breakout so we can have another chance to buy with a better risk-reward ratio. Even if you are in Tesla right now, that would be good for you. Because, but Nathan, my stock is going to drop. Yes, but remember, if we see a good risk-reward ratio in this support level, this is going to attract new investors. New people will be more willing to buy Tesla because, well, maybe some people are not that comfortable in buying Tesla near a resistance level. They prefer to see Tesla correcting a little bit more. We have many contrarians in the market. So yes, that would be good even for you because Tesla would have more fuel to go up. Okay, we would have new blood. We're going to have a new buying force to push Tesla to higher levels, possibly to break the $440 in the next few weeks. Okay, so yes, you got to understand how to think strategically. Okay, always know the main inflection points, know the trend, understand the trend, and then use your strategies in your advantage. Okay, that's how we make money consistently in the market. And by the way, yes, you can join me. You can trade with me. Join our Telegram channel, the 5% Project. There you will receive signals and trading strategies in many stocks that are on our radar. You will have access to the stocks we are actually trading. Always trading with a clear strategy. We always know our target, our stop loss. We always know how to mitigate the losses and maximize the profits of every single trade. So you are more than welcome to join us over there. It is totally free to try. Free trial, 7 days. You can even join our next live stream next week, okay? So guys, it is going to be very nice. It is going to be phenomenal. So subscribe, join the 5% Project free trial. The link is in this video's description, okay? Right here below in the description. All right. So yes, that's how I see Tesla right now. It is still looking good, stabilizing near a resistance level. Now, wow, AMD or AMD is stabilizing today. Okay, it is quite weird to see AMD going down while Nvidia is going up, so that's quite weird. Okay, but still the candles are quite similar. All right, but our lady Amy is actually going down today below the 21-day EMA, which is proving to be a very annoying resistance level, along with the 164. We gotta see a very good, amazing breakout of this key point as soon as possible, so AMD can trigger a double bottom chart pattern and seek higher levels, possibly the 186 next. Okay, we have another resistance levels like the 170s over here, but still we could see a very nice rally ahead. All right, but we gotta break this double resistance level over here. See this red area, we gotta break it as soon as possible, preferably next week. Speaking of weekly, on the weekly chart we see some stabilization above our 21 weekly moving average, and that's very good. this reinforces the bullish case we have, because yes, we do have, let me confess to you guys, I have a bullish case on our dear AMD, okay? And the weekly chart supports this thesis. On the weekly chart, I'm so sorry, on the 1 hour chart, we see another sideways correction. If you have some imagination, you may say to me, Nathan, that's an inverted head and shoulders. It could be, okay? I'm not gonna lie, it could be either way. Either way, there is no use, okay? We gotta break the 164. Regardless of bottom signal on the weekly chart, above the moving average, inverted head and shoulders, inverted blah, 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 we see a, I don't know, pattern over here. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We gotta break the 164 as soon as possible. Okay, only then we may trigger a crystal clear bullish double bottom chart pattern so we can reverse this medium-term bearish bias for good. Okay, so yes, right now it feels like it is now or never for AMD, okay? Because don't you agree? Now, question to you, don't you agree that if we see another correction, we see AMD losing the 150, don't you agree that we're gonna lose this support level on the weekly chart as well? And in this case, we may see a sharper correction, right? So we gotta be careful, okay? Either way, if you ask me, the risk-reward ratio is very nice on AMD. Okay, so that's why I do have a bullish case in it. So, yes, it is looking very good. Now, we have our dear Palantir. Palantir going down, losing the 178. Ah, Nathan, so now we are going to collapse. Well, technically, yes, we are losing this red line. However, today's breakout was not convincing to me. I gotta be honest with you guys, it is not convincing to me. Why, Nathan? Because look at the shadow below the candle's body. It's relatively big, okay? It is not big overall, but looking at this candle, it is quite curious. We saw a bullish surge from here, okay? Now, you may say, but Nathan, we are bouncing off this. We are bouncing off to this double resistance level, making a dead cat bounce before another collapse. And yes, that's a very good observation, my friend. Again, guys, this is brand new information to me, okay? I didn't have time to watch the market this afternoon, okay? So yes, we see a dead cat bounce. However, although we saw the loss of this congestion downwards, if you ask me, I like to see more confirmation like the loss of this support level near the 175 so we can materialize a real bearish pivot point. Okay, then yes, I'll be more convinced about a sharper correction on Palantir, maybe to lose this 21-day EMA, which is very close to the price right now. Ah, Nathan, if we lose this 21-day EMA, are we going to reverse the medium-term bullish bias? Not necessarily. We still see higher highs, higher lows, okay? So if you ask me, we could collapse all the way down to the 163 again. And then we'll see if Palantir will be a buy again or not. For now, all that I know is that even if we see pullback of this magnitude, the 190 is still our next technical target. Okay, we had a breakout of this congestion on Palantir over here, right? Which we did identify together in real time here in this channel, right? I saw the day I saw the breakout, I told you guys, breakout, okay, above 21-day EMA, 190 is our next target. We got very close, okay? We got to the 186, 185. So yes, now we see pullback. But remember, pullback is not necessarily a signal for you to panic sell. It could be another buying opportunity even for you. Okay, if you have Palantir, if you bought Palantir over here, but Nathan, I don't want to see pull back to the 163, then okay, maybe you can lock some gains, right? That's entirely up to you. In this channel, I don't offer investment advice, but I share strategies to help you, okay? To help you to make better decisions. That's all I like to do in this channel, okay? Okay. Wow, that's another cat hair on my nose. I'm so sorry. It is on my microphone actually. I think my cat was on my table today. Now, ORCL yesterday I had literally 4 people saying, Nathan, please analyze Oracle, please, Oracle, Nathan, Oracle, Nathan. You are an Oracle, Nathan. No, guys, Oracle right now is making a pullback, okay, to this 21-day EMA, all right? And that's it. That's it. Do we see a bottom signal? No. But what if we see a bottom signal? If we see in the future, and remember, the future does not exist, okay? The future is in the future. Let's not wonder about the future, because that's what makes us stressed, anxious, and miserable in the market, okay? Trying to predict the future is the worst nightmare for any single new trader in this market. So here I teach you guys to analyze what's going on right now, okay? Trading is reactive, not predictive. Do we have any bottom signal so we can react right now? No. Why? Because today's candle is bearish. Okay, it's simply bearish. All right, yes, we are above a support level. We are above this 21-day EMA. Great, fantastic. But if we see in the future a bottom signal, okay, then maybe it is going to be another buying opportunity. But there is no technical evidence suggesting that. What's more, to make matters worse, see this red line over here, 291. Oracle made a bearish pivot point today. We just materialized a bearish pivot point today. So in the absence of a miraculous, insanely good bullish reaction here on Monday or on Tuesday, if you ask me, Oracle is going to drop a little bit more to close our gap, $243. We have this monster gap over here, and gaps work as magnets for the price when trends reverse. So we gotta be extra careful over here, okay? If you ask me, no, it's not a buy. So it's a sell. It's not a good sell either. If you ask, guys, since we are still going up, right? Yes, we are at this 21-day EMA, but we are not necessarily insanely bearish. And I do understand that on the weekly chart, we are also bullish. Okay, so we could see pullback to this 21 weekly moving average near this gap over here, right? We could see such pullback. That's not going to ruin the long-term bullish bias, but medium-term wise, the situation is not clear to me. Okay, I prefer other stocks. There are many other stocks that I see right now that are looking way better than Oracle. Okay, way better risk-reward ratio, good trading, good reaction near their support levels. Okay, but for now, Oracle is definitely not one of them. Okay, and remember, you can trade with me. Join our Telegram channel. Link is in the description of this video. Now, we have UNH. UNH, another stock we bought down here, okay, even before the breakout of this bullish flag, all right? Now it is stabilizing. Should we sell? Should we panic over here? No, of course not. We are still maintaining the bullish bias. Okay, so we are still above this 21-day EMA. What could be a major inflection point for United Health Group? The loss of $332. Okay, by materializing a bearish pivot point, we are going to lose our previous support level and the 21-day EMA. That's going to be horrible. That's going to be the worst technical signal for the bull trend on UNH. In this case, yes, we may seek lower levels like the $316, maybe even lower, so we gotta watch out this support level. Now we are just at this 21 weekly moving average. We are in early stages of reversal. Okay, so if you ask me, it is a good moment for UNH, but we gotta see an upwards breakout, another bullish pivot point as soon as possible, avoiding the loss of this double support level. Okay, only then we can finally close our gap around $376. Okay, and for now, yes, if you ask me, we are supposed to close this gap. Okay, we are heading there. Yes, we are making a pullback right now, but we are still maintaining the bullish bias. So in the absence of a clear technical reversal, Okay, so far so good. Bear in mind, $332. That's the key point that could invalidate the uptrend. So far, so good. We are still bullish. And yes, I'm gonna keep you guys updated on this channel every single day, because we are here every single day talking about all these stocks, analyzing the market, analyzing the main inflection points of every single one of our stocks. I'm here to help you to design the best strategies possible for yourself. And remember, if you want to trade with me, join our Telegram channel, join the Finance Hydra group. Thank you so much for your audience, my dear friends. Stay safe. See you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye. No. See you guys on Saturday. No. See you guys on Monday, okay? Tomorrow is Saturday. Yes. See you guys on Monday. Bye-bye.